Okay, so happy Thursday. Today is November the 2nd, 2003. It's our ELA. So what you need to have on your desk is your Chromebook,
Pencil
a pencil,
and a pen and a book and a pencil.
and a highlighter. Okay, so today's objective, ELA standards. We'll be going over what standards, Raylon? What standards are we going over?
R
RL1, RL,
R2,
and RI
RI
7.4. Okay, objective. Students will be able to entertain the central ideas by highlighting the key related facts based on the story, characters, and settings. So, Raylon, what am I asking you to do? I'm asking you to do what for the objective?
Students will
Highlight what?
highlight the important information
That's in the what?
in their story.
That's in the story. So, once again, Jamari, I'm asking you to do what in the story?
Answer question.
Answer question and to
Raise your hand.
raise your hand and to highlight the what?
The important information.
That's in the story, based on the characters and the setting. Okay, so for now, I want you to look over here at your essential questions. Can you read the essential question, Raylon? It's over there.
What are some of the challenges and
Triumphs.
of growing up?
So, what are some of the challenges and triumphs of growing up? Right now, you have on your desk the essential question. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to go ahead and fill out the essential question. So, go ahead and put your name on your paper. Put your name on your paper here, and I'm going to give you 5 minutes. But if you should finish early, you'll give me a what? Thumbs up to let me know that you're finished. So, I will put a 5-minute timer. Actually, I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Is 3 minutes okay? 3 minutes, okay. To answer that question. And then we'll go over it, okay? Most important part is some questions, some challenges, some goals. And if you are struggling with spelling a word, just try to sound out the word and try to spell it to the best of your ability. So please think about your thoughts because I want to call on someone to share, or both of you guys to share what you wrote. So it's 2 parts to that question. What are some challenges? And then you can talk about what are some triumphs of growing up, some positive things, some great things that happen growing up. So make sure you answer both parts, okay? About how many more minutes do you need? You finish? Raylon, are you complete? Okay. So, who wants to share first about what they wrote? Okay, Raylon. You could just sit at your desk and let me know. So, what were some challenges growing up?
Taking care of my sister.
Okay, so the challenge growing up for you was taking care of your sister, and how did you do that?
Playing with her shoes,
Putting the shoes on.
making her eat.
Okay, so just being a big brother, so that was challenges. How about you, Jamari? What were some challenges or what was some positive moments growing up that you want to share? So help your niece and your nephew do what? Helping them how? Okay. So you both said that some of the challenges and triumphs or challenges were helping others, taking care of the people. That was a lot on you, right? How did you feel about doing that? Were you happy about it, excited about it? You was excited? And why so? To help them and why?
Because
Can you speak up a little bit?
my sister had a chance, so I love my niece and nephew, and so at least my sister not there, at least I'm there for them.
Okay, so we talked about challenges and triumphs of growing up. So from the story, can someone read the title? Jamar, read the title. I need to speak up though.
From Bad Boy.
By Walter Dean Myers. It's a memoir.
Dean Myers.
So looking at this title and looking at this picture, what do you think the story is going to be about?
A boy who reads books.
So you don't think it's about a boy that reads books? What type of boy?
A grown man who plays basketball.
Okay, you think it's about a basketball. So from this picture, you think it's about a boy who plays basketball.
Yeah.
From this picture here. Okay. Okay, so Raylon, as far as the background, why should we read the background? Why should we?
Because it gives us, like, what is the story talking about?
Okay, so the background give us what the story talking about.
Information.
They give us information. Jamari, do you have anything you want to add to that? Why do we need to read the background?
We should read the background to get evidence to prove what he was born and where he stayed at.
So who is he? Or who are we talking about when we say background? Myers. Okay. So let's read the background. Who wants to read the background? Let me go back up so we can read that. So background. Go ahead, Jamari.
And his morning
Memoir. Dean
Myers
describes
described his childhood growing up in
Harlem.
New York in the 1940s and the 1950s. These displays take place when Myers is in
Elementary.
elementary school and
Pause right there. So where did this take place? What city?
New York, Harlem.
So it take place in Harlem, New York. What year did it say?
1940s and 1950s.
Okay, so if we wanted to say, highlight some important facts, we know that it took place 1940s, 1950s in Harlem. And he was in what type of school? Elementary school. I'm gonna read the rest. Matter of fact, Raylon, can you read the second part? We'll say earlier. Earlier.
And
Chapter.
chapter has teachers. He is Conway lets him books to read after
Noticing
is in
interest
in reading.
Okay, so far we know that the background is that he had a teacher, Miss Conway, and she lent him what?
A book.
She lent him books to read because she noticed he had what?
An interest in reading.
He wanted to read. So now let's read about the author. Okay, the author. Okay, let's read about the author. I'll read this part. Okay, by the age of 5, Walter Dean Myers was born in 1937. He passed away in 2014. Was reading daily newspapers. Despite this impressive start with words, Myers did not think writing would be his career. However, in his 20s, he won a writing contest and went to find success as an author of young adult books. Myers often wrote about his African American heritage and his life growing up in Harlem, a part of New York City. So from the background for the author, what nationality from this picture might you think might be.
A reading person?
An African American.
And why do you say that, Raymond? Can you show us proof? You can go ahead and you can highlight where the evidence tells us that he might be African American. You can,
He, Myers, Alton, Wright.
okay, hold on, you can highlight it for me.
African American.
Okay, so go ahead and highlight that part where you said Myers, Alton. Good. Okay, so, thank you, Raylon, you can have a seat. So Raylon highlighted, Myers often wrote about his African American heritage, so that will make us believe that he's African American, or he knows something about African American heritage, right? And this was when he was growing up in what city? Harlem,
New York
a part of
City.
New York City. Okay, so we know something about Harlem, that he's what?
A African American.
He's from here it look like he's a, what, male, female?
Boy.
A male. And he's from, or he grew up in Harlem. Okay, so now let's read the story. Okay, I'll read first and then I'm gonna ask someone to read. Matter of fact, Jamari, would you like to read the first part?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Here we were to challenge
Categories.
category of friends in my life through with warm
Whom?
Huh?
With whom?
with whom I played ball and everyone else. After
Athletes.
athletes were high and
Respected.
respected in the black community,
Community.
and boys my age were
Encouraged.
encouraged to play some sports.
Pause. Okay, so when we look at the word respected, can someone tell me, what does the word respected mean? Raise your hand. Go
Say
ahead.
kind words.
So you say that respected means say kind words. When someone says someone's highly respected, can you think of someone, athlete that's highly respected that you guys know or see on TV?
LeBron James.
LeBron James. And why do you say that he's highly respected?
Because he's famous.
Because he's famous, and what else? Do you have anything you want to add?
He played games with his kids, like that's why with his kids.
So he plays basketball with his kids, and so that makes him a family person. So so you see him as being highly respected. So the definition of respected is honored and treated with esteem. Okay, Raylon, can you read the second part? Well, I love playing ball.
I love playing ball. I would play
Basketball.
in the morning with the boys who were just reaching their
Teams.
teams, and then
Stoop.
stoop ball or punch ball on the block with boys my age.
Wait, so pause. So he'll play basketball in the morning, then he'll play stoop ball. I'm gonna read the second part. Sometimes Eric and I would go down to the course on Riverside Drive and play there, and I was a bad loser. When you hear that statement, I was a bad loser, what did that tell you about the author?
He was a bad loser at losing games.
And that he might have been what?
Rage quitting.
He might have been very
Upset about losing.
upset about losing, or he could have been competitive. Can you think of a time where you lost a game and you were like upset about it? Have that ever happened to you? Raylon, have that ever happened to you? No? Jamari? That happened to me before. I played a basketball game, I lost, I was not happy, but I wasn't a bad loser, but I wanted to have a rematch so I could play the person again. Okay. So, then it says, most of my prayers, when they were for the Dodgers, were quick ones in the middle of the game, asking God to let me win. I like other sports as well, and even followed the New York Rangers hockey team in the papers for a while, until I found out out that all the reference to ice meant just that they were skating on ice. There wasn't any ice to skate on in Harlem. So I gave up hockey. Have y'all ever played hockey before? Right there, have you ever played hockey? How about ice skate? Have you ever ice skate? Regular skate? I regular skate. Ice skate, I just did it once, cause the ice was really, really cold, and I don't wanna fall, cause it's cold and it hurts when you fall on ice. Okay, Raylon, go ahead and read the second part, where it said, with school out.
With school out, it means not having a access to Miss Conway
Cash,
of books I read.
rediscovered,
The
George
Bruce Branch of the public library on 125th Street.
Mhm.
Sometimes on rainy days, I would sit in the library and read the library.
pause. So on rainy days, he'd sit in the library and read books, right? Because he liked books. The librarian always suggested books that were too young for me, but I still went on a regular basis. I could never have afforded to buy the books and was pleased to have the library with its free supplies. It says he couldn't afford to buy the books. Why do you think that?
Because he
didn't
probably
have
has some money, but he don't have that much.
So if he didn't have a lot of money and the library gave him what?
A free book.
They didn't give him money, Jamar.
A free book.
It gave him free books where he could use his library card and he could rent books out and it would be free to him. So that's why he liked going there so he could get free books, right? Okay.
Bring a boy to me that I was particularly like girls. Most of the girls I know can't play ball, and that
Excluded.
excluded them from most of what I
Wanted.
wanted to do with my life.
Pause. So he said, being a boy meant to me that I was not particularly like girls. Most of the girls I knew couldn't play ball, and that excluded them from most of what I wanted to do in my life. So society sometimes tells us or people that boys supposed to do what?
Play ball.
Play ball, and girls might supposed to do what? And dance. So so far, he played ball, but it seems like he wanted to do more than play ball. What did he want to do?
Read books.
He wanted to read books. And he probably thought that people would do what?
Make fun of him.
Make fun of him, but let's just see if that's the case. So Dorothy Dawson, the daughter of the Wicked Witch, read books, and I knew she did. But she couldn't stand me, and it was more than happy to tell me so on a number of occasions. Sometimes I would see the other children on the trolley with books under their arms and suspect that they were like me somehow. I felt the connection with these readers, but didn't know what the connection was. I knew there were things going on in my head, a fantasy life, that somehow corresponded to the books I read. I also felt a kind of comfort with books that I did not experience when I was away from them. Away from books, I was, at times, almost desperate to fill up the space of my life. What does the word desperate mean? If someone said they're desperate, what does that mean?
I mean, being hard on yourself.
Maybe. What does the word desperate mean, Raylon, to you? If I said, oh man, I'm desperate, I need to finish this paper, or I need to buy this game.
They so desperate to get it.
But you can't use the word desperate.
They need it so badly.
They need it so badly. So desperate can mean that someone needs something so badly or wants something so badly. So let's just see what the definition says. It says desperate. Suffering, extreme needs, or frustration with little hope. Jamar, have there ever been a time when you felt desperate for something and you needed it so bad and you wanted it? What was it? A phone. What type of phone? An iPhone. So you wanted that iPhone and you felt desperate. So did you end up getting an iPhone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you end up getting it, but in the beginning you felt desperate and you wanted it so bad. and then it broke, so you did all that to one, okay. Well, that can happen sometimes. Books fill those spaces for me. Let's read, we're gonna stop at part 4. As much as I enjoy reading, in the world in which I was living, it had to be a secret vice. When you say secret vice, what does secret vice mean?
Like, keep it a secret.
Keep it a secret from who though? Who is he trying to keep it a secret from?
The teasers. The older boys who tease him.
The older boys would tease him. So you think that he wanted to keep it a secret vice because he was afraid that people might tease him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, when I brought a book home from the library, I would sometimes run into older kids who would tease me about my reading. It was, they made it clear, not what boys did. And though by now I was fighting older boys and didn't mind that one bit, for some reason I didn't want to fight about books. Books were special and said something about me that I didn't want to reveal. I began taking a brown paper bag to the library to bring my books home in. Why do you think he took a brown paper bag to the
So
library?
they can tease him.
Wait, one person at a time.
They can tease him.
So that people won't tease them. And then would people be able to know what's in that brown paper bag?
No.
No, so since he wanted to hide it from people, what did he do?
He took it home.
He took it home in what?
In a bag.
In a bag, so that
Brown
people,
paper bag.
but why did he do that?
So they can't tease him.
And people can't
See him reading.
see what he's reading or see what he has. Good. That next year, I learned that being a boy meant that I was supposed to do certain things and act in a certain way. I was very comfortable being a boy, but there were times when the role was uncomfortable. We often played ball in the church gym, and one rainy day, along with my brother Mickey and some of my guys, I went to the gym only to find a bevy of girls exercising on one half of the court. We wanted to run a full-court game, so we directed a few nasty remarks to the other side of the small gym. Why do you think he directed some nasty remarks on the other side? Raise your hand. Go ahead, Marty.
Because he probably saying nasty remarks to them, and we started saying it back to them to be mean.
To be mean. Or what else? What other reason, Raylon, did he wanted to say that the remarks on the other side?
Because they probably won a game and
Who was on the other side?
The wicked.
It was a full court. Half the court were what? On one
Boys.
side, boys, and the other half were
Girls.
girls. So he said the nasty remarks on to what side?
girls.
The girl side, because he wanted to do what?
Dance.
He wanted to mess with the girls. Okay, then we saw that the girls were doing some kind of dance, so we imitated them, cracking ourselves up. Okay, Raylon, read number 6.
When the girls had
Finish?
finished their dancing, they went through some stretching exercise.
Good.
A
Teenager.
Laura
Heron.
was leading the group, and she was pretty, so we sent a few woo-woos her way.
Good. Read number 7, Jamari.
Your guys can't ever do this. Such switch.
Exercising.
That's the size one challenge.
We scoffed as expected. Go ahead, I'll read number 9. If you can do these exercises, we'll get off the court, L'Oreal said. If not, you go through the whole dance routine with us. It was a way to get rid of the girls, and we went over to do the exercise. Not one of us were limber enough to do the stretching exercise. As soon we were all trying to look as disgusted as we could while we hopped around the floor to the music. What do the word disgusted mean, Jamari?
Disgusting means if you see something really nasty.
It could be something that you see nasty or something that what, Raylon?
Something that you don't like.
Something that you don't like. So let's see what it says. Disgusted. Feeling a strong dislike or annoyed. So you guys were close. as we could while we hopped around the floor to the music. They danced to the music as a poem was being read. I liked the poem, which turned out to be The Creation by James Weldon Johnson. I like dancing too, but I had to pretend that I didn't like it. No big deal. I was already keeping reading and writing poems in secret. I would just add dancing. So now he not only does he like reading, he likes to do what, Jamar? Dance
and play basketball.
Play basketball, and what else?
Read books.
Okay, Jamar, I need you to come up here and show me the evidence where it says that he likes reading, writing poems, and dancing. You can come up. And I want you to highlight where it says, I like dancing. Show me where it says that he likes dancing. That's fine. Just pick the color. We're in paragraph 11. Okay, I like dancing. You said he said he liked reading. Where and here, this paragraph, I don't see if it's talking about basketball. Write poems, yep. And he liked Okay, so now what are you looking for again? If you like to dance, what word are you looking for in paragraph?
Like to read.
Okay, so you gotta read it and see where it says, okay, read, likes to read, okay. Raylon, do you wanna come up here and help him where it said that he liked dancing too? Okay, you can pass it to Raylon. Thank you, Jamari. Okay, you can have a seat, Jamari, thank you. It says something about dancing. Thank you. Good. Great. So, as you see,
A secret.
go ahead. You want to highlight a secret as well. Perfect. Good. So, as you stated, or you can see, you showed me evidence that it says that they danced in the music as a poem was being read. I like dancing, and I like writing poems, and I will add that to being a secret. Why do you think you need to have that a secret? The dancing.
He don't want the other
And it's for girls.
And people, society says, one person at a time, go ahead, it is for what?
Dancing for girls.
So dancing for, but is it only for girls?
No,
It could be for
boys.
boys or whoever like to dance. You like to dance, right, Raylon?
Mhm.
What type of dances you like to do?
I don't know what they call
study.
But you like to dance, right? So dancing is not only for girls, it could be for whoever who wants to dance. What about you, Jamari? What do you like to do? You like to dance too. So society might say that, oh, girls are supposed to dance, boys are supposed to play sports. Who like to play basketball in this room? You. Also, I like to play basketball. But society might say that only boys supposed to play basketball, only males. But girls can play basketball. But sometimes society might give us roles that boys supposed to play sports, girls supposed to dance. What about at home? Raise your hand. What type of roles do boys have at home?
Take out the garbage.
Take out the garbage. What type of roles do girls have at home, Raylon?
Wash the dishes.
Wash the dishes. But nowadays, it could be whoever.
Both.
It could be folks. Boys could wash the dishes too. Girls could sometimes take out the garbage. But society tell us boys and girls have roles in the world. And it's up to you to determine if you want to follow what society says or if you want to do what you want to do that make you happy. And you shouldn't have to hide stuff or make it a secret, right? Right? Like, I don't want to hide it. I like to play basketball. I like to play baseball. I like to go to games. I like to just have fun. And sometimes the stuff that I like to do could be taken as a male role. I like to referee games, basketball games. And so we want to make sure that we're not letting society tell us when, where, and how we can do things, okay? Okay? So from the story, we learned about a boy who discovered what? What did he discover about himself?
He liked to dance and he liked to read and do
exercise.
And he liked to exercise.
And he like to do math. He like to play basketball.
Right. And all those, are those good things or things that
Good.
those are good things, so he should be able to do it, right?
Yeah.
What else did he discover about himself? That other people are gonna do what?
Teaser.
They're gonna tease him. But if you're a leader, you shouldn't care what other people think about you, right?
Mm-hmm.
What should you focus on when people are trying to
Your
tease
mouth, your reading.
you? Your mouth, your reading, and things like that while you in school, right?
Mhm.
All those things are very, very important to us, right?
Mm-hmm.